Okay, so it's recorded now. When it's done, just hit stop. And then I guess I'll come back and put it back on here. Alright, buyer. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wait, when I'm doing this, do I check these things off as I go?
You put in the number that you think they should get out of however many points.
It was like 4, 4, 16, 16. Right?
And then what Professor Grundy did with mine, if they hit something, you put a plus next to it.
Okay.
Or if they don't, put a minus. Or they kind of do like a squiggly line. And then you can base your grades off of that.
Okay, perfect.
So you're not like trying to think of it right away.
Oh, rate each section using the 1 to 5. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, that's easy. I wonder if...
That means we're almost done.
Yeah. I wonder if my buyer profile's gonna get done.
Is it recording?
Yes.
And you, okay, so you got Dave saved there? Thank you.
Because Alexandra had the same case as me, so I'm wondering if the buyer profiles are the same for all 3.
She might have switched it. If you look,
she'll switch the
it'll say like situation, whatever.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So don't even plan on that. Yeah, that'd be a bad idea.
Hey, Dave Seward at Wilson.
Hello.
Can I have a seat?
Sure.
All right, thank you. And thank you for agreeing to meet with me today.
No problem.
How we doing today?
Fine.
Good, good. Did you run into that traffic this morning?
Traffic?
Yeah, there's a big tennis major going on today, and backed up, a lot of traffic going in and out of I-4. Yeah, I just got done off the phone with actually Pete Sampras. He actually referred me to you. Do you know him?
Yes, yes. We actually did a lot of took a lot of finance classes together.
Okay, yeah, Pete, he referred me. I do a lot of business with the larger companies in the area, and you guys are a smaller company, and I'm unfamiliar with you guys. I didn't want to overlook you guys and wanted to see what you guys had to offer.
Sure.
And I don't want to waste too much of your time today. I'm just going to go ahead and ask you a few questions about better understand your needs, then give you a little bit about what I have to offer specifically with my product. And if you like where things are going, we can just go on from there.
Sure, I like lots of details.
And before I even start, I want to go ahead and give you my business card. The best way to contact me is going to be on my cell phone.
Okay.
In the bottom right hand corner.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take any notes?
Sure.
Alright, so when it comes to the overall process here at the tennis server, how's that decision-making process work?
Oh, I make all the decisions here.
Okay, wow, that's great. I'm glad to know that I'm talking to the head honcho and
Yes.
not going through any loopholes. But so now that you make all the decisions and that you know the process very well, how many customers do you guys have that you guys work with?
We usually work with about 60 to 100 customers.
1,600?
60 to 100.
Oh, 60 to 100 customers. Okay. And how many different brands do you guys carry in your store?
We carry about 5 different brands, with Dunlop being our most sold item, or most sold brand.
Okay, yeah, Dunlop.
Yes.
They're definitely a very, very well company. And you said Dunlop you do the most with. What would you rate their overall quality and the benefits and the business they do with you from a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say they're about a 7.5.
A 7.5? And with them being a 7.5, what could they possibly improve on to help you guys out to, maybe get that 10?
We'd like them to possibly create more lines because we're always looking for new business. In addition to that, they have to be in demand. We're looking for items that have customers coming back.
Okay. And when you said more lines, you're talking about specifically different lines of variety, like the style rackets?
Yes.
Okay. And then on the demand, and you're talking about more people wanting to come buy your products, coming in the stores, actually having an incentive to come in there?
Yes. We like to analyze a lot about what our customers want and actually fulfill their needs in that sense. So it has to be something that will sell.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, I have a product here today that I think will benefit both those needs about the more lines and the demand aspect. Is there anything other than that you can think of that is not on this list that should be?
No.
All right. Well, do you mind if I just show you a little bit about my product to better give you understanding and how it could benefit you?
Sure.
All right. Well, I actually have a sample in right here. This is our new style racket. It's the 6-1 Tour BLX. It's our new racket from Wilson. I know that one of your, you mentioned that you wanted more lines. This is actually the BLX line, which is a brand new technology. Feel free to hold it. It's a little bit heavier than our basic models. And instead of, this line specifically is attractive because we have basalt and Carafite fibers built inside the frame compared to the other competitors using the graphite. And that's more the basic approach. This one gives you a whole new style line that no one's familiar with. And a lot of them are just one pieces, this one actually has a 2-piece composite, so it's a different feel, different tension, the strings while making the strikes. And we definitely create more lines also by, we have a skill set racket for each skill set.
Do you have any graphs that you can show me?
Yeah, I have some right here, by the matter of fact. Here's the overall product and what it looks like. And then right underneath there, we'll see the client satisfaction levels in the chart. Let me just get to that real quick. As you can see, this racket specifically, like it's a very brand new product, but over the past like 5 months or so, that we've gone over from like the 3-star being the average of all the competitors such as Dunlop, Prince, Spalding, all those other competitors that do very well business, and we're actually above that market. We're here on the four-star area on a 5 scale, going upwards on a climb. So it's a very low quality product, and it's definitely like targeted to the other skill sets. It has one level playing field for just the associate level, the tour level, like people that just want to play with their wives on the weekends, and even youth. Like a lot of them are going towards these new youth camps. So
that's cool because I was never really good at tennis, but I loved the game,
right,
and wanted to profit off of it,
right,
by understanding what people needed.
Exactly. So, do you feel like that better fulfills your needs with
Sure.
the more lines aspect?
Yeah,
So
I love the graphs. You're able to provide me with proof.
All right, I'm glad I'm able to do that. So you say I can go ahead and check that off. You say?
Sure.
All right, and then one of the other things is demand. I'm going to go ahead and show you something when it comes to the demand aspect of the product. We actually have a variety of promotion techniques that we're using. As you can see here, we got strong program of advertisements in tennis magazines. So all the local magazines right now, all the main tennis ones attracting us. We got strong programs giving this specific product in there, like what stores it's in and what the qualities are, what makes it different than its competitors. Also, we got endorsements by leading tennis stars and Roger Federer, this is his #1 racket of choice. And we have that going on main television channels during these large tennis events such as Wimbledon and the Open. So, and also even just beyond those two aspects, we have a full array of point of purchase materials. When I say point of purchase material, I'm talking about displays in stores that are non-related to sporting goods, such as Walmart and Kmart, and stores that don't actually sell sporting goods, but like on the way, point of purchase is in like when you're leaving or exiting or even entering, there'll be a display stand with these kind of rackets that people can like buy the product and see it in other ways.
Okay, so if I were to have a technical issue, how would I be able to reach you?
A technical issue?
Yes.
You would be able to reach me, like I said, on my phone number with that technical issue. But if there's any technical issues, we have experienced a technical issue here in the past or so, but we have gone past that. We have great satisfaction, as in the chart I showed you, going from that 3 to the 4-star. And any problems or so, you'd be able to contact me directly.
You would be able to answer all my questions?
I'll be able to answer all your questions that you
Okay.
possibly have. And is there any other aspects in that demand and that like want of that product that I can touch on?
No, you've actually been able to assist me, especially with being able to answer my technical questions. That was key.
All right, sounds good. So you said I can go ahead and check that off too?
Sure.
And with that being said, I went ahead and touched on the more style lines, the demand aspect. Is there anything else that on this list or any other needs or concerns that you might have?
No, I don't.
All right, well, can I sign you up for like
The thing
100
about
leads?
it is we just don't have anyone coming in for these rackets, so I don't see how I would be able to sell in my store. So I would need to actually have more information
Okay.
about what you're offering me.
All right, well, that's not a problem. If it helps, I have a few testimonials from people that have used the racket, and that would help better justify that aspect of it. As you can see right here, quoted from Serena Williams, a tennis professional that is well known and is like a main influential factor in our products. I love the level of power and control I'm able to find with this racket. My volleys have so much punch to them now. And Roger Federer, the #1 player in the world that a lot of these youth and a lot of people are getting more familiar with and idolizing, says this racket is giving them that extra edge, need to be able to become the #1 in the world. So these are just some testimonies to qualify, like the information I'm saying is credible. This is a very quality product, and it's very affordable. You will receive, like just by selling one racket alone, as you can see in these other graphs I have for you, it shows that by just selling one racket alone, you can go ahead and make
It's just I need
another
more
47
information about the product in particular.
in particular.
I'm not looking exactly
All right, well,
for purchase.
when it comes to the competitors, such as Dunlop, you said that's their main one. I do have a few competitor advantages between that distinguishes from Dunlap and Prince and those other guys. One I mentioned earlier was that BLX, being that the frame is made of the new technology. There's increased power compared to the equivalent racket of the same price range. It gives greater forgiveness when hitting and striking the ball. As you can see, greater string movement. So when there actually is contact with these strings, the strings actually move apart. They're allowed greater tension. They can perform a greater force, and not only.
Do you have any literature that you could give me to actually back up your claims?
Some literature. I don't have any personal articles on me or anything or any readings or newspaper articles, but there are online, and if you would like me to get you some of those, I would be able to obtain that information and give it to you.
Sure, that's what I'd appreciate. I'm really not looking to buy anything today from you.
Okay, well, with that being said, how about I just go ahead and leave this racket with you, and maybe we could schedule a appointment for like a week or so. You can try it out with some of your customers, use it yourself. Just see if it get any brand awareness in your stores from it.
Okay.
Does that sound something you might be interested in
Sure.
doing? All right, well, yeah, so when would you like to meet for a follow-up appointment?
Next week around this time would be fine. You could just leave your information with my secretary, or you could leave it with me. I have your contact.
Okay, yeah, like I said, the best way to
mine.
reach me is my phone number in the bottom right. I'll meet this time next week with you, and then I'll let me know how the racket guys treat you.
Sure.
All right, well, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in a week.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.